It is noteworthy today to inform you of who is pulling the plug in support of Donald Trump. Some of those same white supremacists, one of whom dined with Donald Trump at his club at Mar-a-Lago, coming out and declaring war today against his campaign. Nick Fuentes now says Trump isn't living up to the America First values that Fuentes and his band of white supremacists expect, adding this, quote, "Without serious changes, we're headed for a catastrophic loss." You can read a poll. Joining our coverage.
It is no secret that I am a frequent watcher of America First, Nick Fuentes' show. I quite literally enjoy his show, and I quite literally agree with most things that he say because I have eyes and I have ears. And what I have been seeing from the Trump campaign has not been something that I'm truly happy with. And I know everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, but weren't you just making a video about like how you love Trump, Melania Trump and stuff like that? Yes, I do like them. I love Melania Trump. I think she's gorgeous. Yes, I do. But that does not mean that I can't have criticism of Trump. And that's the issue with a lot of you motherfuckers. You're like such little sheep. You like free thinkers until they actually free think. Now come on over here and listen, bitch. I think Trump's campaign has went to shit. And it has been for a while now. I mean, like, as you see, like, the people that he has behind him, he wants Nikki Haley to be working with him. He picked J.D. Vance, the Fed, who literally is, like, in cahoots with the fucking CIA, Israeli intelligence, Fed, which is Peter Thiel. He's actually wanting to give green cards to illegals. He's not being as harsh on immigration. Our country is going to shit. I think that we shouldn't be allowing so many people to come in our country, illegal and legal. And that's something that I've come to like agree with Nick Fuentes too. Like our country, like I'm American native. Yes, I am. I was born here. This is my country. I want the best for my country. Why should we continue to take some pile of shit and let them come in our country? Like, no, like we need like the borders to be actually closed. We need to make it much more harder for people to get here in this country. We need to rebuild and grow our economy. We need to stop with like, the basic like let's drill oil. Like, no, actually do something. The gas prices is hella crazy. The groceries is extremely crazy. You can't even buy 5 things and it literally turns into $100. He's losing right in front of our eyes and everyone's like, oh, fake polls. Have you not seen the rallies at Kamala Harris's rallies? Like, oh my God, like the crowds is insane. And then you wonder why. You see like there's like they're doing whites for Kamala and everything. Like, I'm like, wow. At the RNC, Trump didn't even say one thing about like, about the white Americans that are the majority in this country. Like, they are. Like, regardless of how you think, like, whites are the majority of this country. And I feel like that like he left whites out at like in his like RNC speech. He was more focused on like how illegal immigration is hurting blacks and Hispanics the most. I'm like, what? Like, what about everyone else? Like, why is it not it's hurting Americans the most, period. Like, why are we pandering to minorities when we are lesser of that are not, most likely blacks are not going to vote in the majority for Trump? It's not going to happen. Hispanics as well, especially if they're illegal. We have to wake up and stop pandering. Like, I feel like the RNC was just such a pandering thing. Like with the gays and all this stuff, the gays is not going to be voting for Trump. I mean, I am, obviously. But, like, not all gays is going to be voting for Trump. Like, it's going to be little to none in the grand scheme of things. And then he picked J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is a motherfucking Fed. And 1,000%, I researched everything about him. And Nick Fuentes was so right about this man. Like, he is in cahoots with Peter Thiel, who is within the CIA, the fucking Israeli intelligence. We do not trust that motherfucker. No, we do not. Peter is also very weird. And you know what? The media right now, they are lying about like how he had intercourse with the couch, stuff like that. Just like they're lying about Tim Walz, about like him, drinking like horse, whatever. But J.D. Vance is weird. Have y'all ever read his book and like look at some chapters in his book? Like, what I saw yesterday was so like, I have no words. In his book, he like literally talked about how in 2015 he went to a pride parade and how as he was a young child he believed that he was gay. Pause this and read that. Like, I was shocked. Not really shocked, because to be honest, JD Vance does give me that vibe, and he's really weird, and I don't understand why Trump picked him. Like, I'm mad at like Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson, because they are the ones who called Trump, because they are the biggest donors of Trump, and they have like a different agenda for Trump, and I truly feel like they are sabotaging his campaign, and they did. We all really thought that Trump had like so much momentum after like the attempted pow, but I don't think he does anymore. I truly don't. Like, I think that like his momentum has dwindled. He's pandering to all these minorities that's definitely not going to vote for him, especially the Jews. Like, why is he pandering to the Jews so much? All because Miriam Elderson, like all these different Jewish donors are donating him. Even though in 2016 Trump, he ran as he was basically an independent, right? And he was not begging for their donations, and that's what made so many people. I mean, I wasn't always I was a leftist then, but I understood like that is something that he was about, though. He was about being an independent and not taking donations from anybody and just doing his own thing. And I feel like that he has lost that, and now he's running with like these GOP basic ass policies that like no one wants, and I don't feel like that it's going to change anything. Will it be much better under him than Kamala? I think so, for sure. But time has passed and nothing is the same anymore. He's also, him along with JD Vance, over here talking about, going to war for Israel, for Iran, and blaming the attempted pow on Iran, when that doesn't even make any freaking sense to me. I just feel like his whole campaign is being run by people who do not like him, that has never liked him. JD Vance never liked him before too. Like, go look it up. JD Vance before and after. Yes. JD Vance was a never Trumper. Almost like I was in 2016. Like, I was 15 years old and I did not like Trump whatsoever. I didn't even get the vote, period, obviously. Thank God. But like, why would he want someone in his corner that's not loyal to him, when we just had Mike Pence literally stabbing in the back at the end of his term and everything? Why wouldn't he want someone that's loyal? Why is he trying to get Nikki Haley to be a part of his administration? Why? Like, why is he pandering to people and not focusing on the majority in this country, the people? Like, that's why Kamala Harris has whites for Harris. Like, it's like, you know what? There's some civility, like, to like whites really shifting this country into the way they want it, because they are indeed the majority. And looking at all these middle-aged white women at the Kamala Harris rallies, and men, like, it's actually so crazy. Like, these women should be voting for Trump. They should. But I truly think that Trump has lost it. Like, I don't know what like the policies aren't policing. He's not even, pandering. I mean, he can't pander to Gen Z. Remember what happened with the red wave? Like, how we lost that, basically? And Gen Z went out and turned out the party during, the red wave situation. Like, that was insane. Like, I just feel like Kamala has so much more spark, and she knows how to, she has great marketing. She's putting out so many ads and everything. Like this woman literally texted me the other day. She was like, "Hey, friend, you want to donate? You want to donate, friend?" And I was like, "No." I mean, Kamala is everywhere. TV, YouTube, everywhere. And it's like, where is the ask for Trump? Where is the ask for Trump? Who is his advisors? Like, who is the people that's behind him? Like, they need to be fired. Fire them. Starting with Susie Wiles, yes. Fire whoever needs to be fired, because this is just too much. Like, you guys, I'm worried. I don't think that Trump will win. I truly, right now, I do not think that Trump will win. Anything can change, but the DNC is still coming. Y'all know they're going to turn out the party over there. They sat back and played their cards and waited for Trump's every single move just to calculate all of this. Y'all need to wake up, smell the coffee.